Hello, it's Stephanie with Coffee, Paper, Scissors, and it's Pocket Wednesday. I'm sorry to anybody who wanted to join me today because I'm putting this up late. And so, of course, I will still add your video to my description box. It's an open collaboration. Anybody who would like to join me for Pocket Wednesday, please do. You can just put hashtag Pocket Wednesday in your title and put my information in your description box, that sort of thing, and I will put yours in mine. Okay, so today we are going to be making a pocket. We're going to be covering it with lace and then making a pocket with an envelope. This time I will be, I've got everything kind of tilted so that we can sew. Anyway, this is too big to fit this way. I mean, it could, and you could have it be like something that hangs over the edge. But I am going to be putting it this way. And just because I feel like that's how it fits. So that's what we're going to do. And I have a couple things to put in it or around it or on it or under it. All right. I haven't done this before. So what I'm planning on doing is attaching lace and sewing it, but I can't sew everywhere because I would sew my my opening closed. So what we're going to do is open it. Of course, you can use whatever, scissors or whatever. I'm just going to use this because I figure I can get it right there on the edge without much fuss. So I hope you guys are doing well. Still been busy. I did work on my little golden book journal yesterday, and then also trying to prep for this. I thought I would get my video done, but I got busy doing other things. Okay, so it's open like this. I'm not real concerned about the sticky that's right here because there's going to be lace and I really don't think it would stick anyway. But a lot of times when I use an envelope, I end up covering this part so that this is covered. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. And there are things that you could add on the backside that might be kind of fun anyway. Maybe we'll play with that. I don't know. I have just some things that I've taken out, laces that I've taken out to play with, to see what we might want to use. I was thinking, so this here, it's a sleeve. So I don't know, quite a while ago, my friend Donna and I went yard sailing and we found this old dress that was rather torn up and stuff. And, but it had lots of fun fabric and lace and stuff on it. And so we cut it down the middle so that we each got half a dress. So this is my sleeve. And I'm just going to open it up a little bit more. To get in, let's see, where'd my envelope go? So what I'm thinking is I want to add this lace here. And I didn't do any of this without you just because I wanted you guys to see, it sounds ridiculous, but I wanted you guys to see the fussing. Because, these things sometimes, they are quite fussy. And I think when I'm making things and I see people accomplish something very quickly or whatever the case may be, I'm just going to pull. I get discouraged when it doesn't work out as quickly for me. And so I thought, sometimes it's good to show the pain that goes along with the joy. Okay. straighten that. Make sure that's good and folded down. So I had done a little bit of gluing of some lace down to some cardstock yesterday, and it did not want to stick. So what I'm going to do this time is a little bit of hot glue, but not where I'm going to be sewing, because that would be really bad. So I'm hoping to tack it down where it'll actually stay with the hot glue. Let me get my thing here. Yeah, so I was using the art glitter glue to try and tack the lace down, and it wouldn't hold it. It was very frustrating. But like I said, if you do this, make sure you're doing it where your sewing machine isn't going to be hitting, because the needle won't appreciate that. So just, okay. And then I'm just going to kind of go around it and hopefully get it to lay well and everything as I'm laying it down. Okay, I think I'm going to go around the corner here. Oops, my glue fell out. Nope, I need to go ahead and lay it down now since I have to find my glue. I don't know where it went. It fell on the floor, I think. There it is. And I saw on Pinterest where somebody had covered some envelopes with lace, and I thought it was really pretty, so that's where I got the idea. I will try and remember, I'm sure I'll remember, I usually do, to put that link in. They did it, they did theirs, I think maybe with strips of laces that they just kind of layered as they went. I think that's what it looks like to me, because, you know, it's just kind of an image, so I don't really know what process they used. Okay, so there's that. I am going to, I think what I'm going to do is get a different pair of scissors, because those ones don't work great. And I'm not going to cut totally up against it yet. I just don't want to take a chance on messing myself up. I'll trim it because I think I'll be able to see my sewing line, you know, since it's going to be on a craft envelope. You know, I should be able to see where I need to sew. I think I'm going to wait to cut that. And then I want to cover this part as well. And I was thinking to use, I don't know, I'm thinking to use a different, it's not, mostly it's not going to be seen, but I'm thinking to use this just for something different. This one should be pretty easy to tack down. Remember, we want to try and get it where my needle is not going to be hitting. I do find that sometimes the needles don't like lacy stuff. It just, I don't know, it's weird. It started to harden. Yeah, it started to harden before I could get it down. I don't want a lump there. Like I say, the pain. You guys get to come along for the pain of it all. Okay, let's try this again. I think I'll do a portion of it. Okay, I think I got it that time. All right. I hope it turns out pretty. I hope it doesn't just look like a jumble of, I don't know, lacy. I don't know. I hope it turns out pretty. Okay, again, I'm cutting around, but not right up against it. All right. All right, let's see what happens. This is going to be a little difficult to see. I'm thinking what I will do is ink it. Where's my ink? Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm telling you, I have everything possible on my desk right now. So I'm just going to ink that edge. Hopefully that'll help me to be able to see. I probably should have done that anyway. Wasn't really thinking. I'm going to go ahead and get around those edges really quick. Let me see here. How big is this? Okay, so I'm going to need to, I wasn't thinking, this is going to be too big to fit back inside. Okay, I was thinking to zigzag around it, but I'm going to straight stitch around it just for space. I'm just going to get this in there. I'm not sure how much of it you'll be able to see, but since I did part of it, I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of it. Okay. Let me move the sewing machine in. And hope you guys can see all right. And I am going to, see, what I want to do is start with this part. So I want to sew this and be done, and then close it and sew this and this. I think that's what I want to do. But I want to start from this side. I mean, not exactly easy, honestly. It isn't going to be easy to see what I'm doing at all. Like, I can't even tell where my... Nope, I'm not in. Let's see. Cross my fingers, wing and a prayer. can kind of see it this way. And the hot glue is nicely keeping it from getting all fussy and moving around on me too much, so that's good. I'm gonna go one more. Maybe one more. It's easier to see this side. Kind of. I say too soon. Okay. So then we will let's trim this now. All right. We shall see, we shall see. Okay, let's get that off. And then we'll go ahead and close it and sew along the edge. I don't know. We'll go one. Oh no, that was good. That's fine. Okay, so again, it's keeping the lace nice. You know how when you're sewing things, sometimes the sewing machine will stretch things in a way you don't want it to. So having glued the lace down kind of helps that. And if you have time for things to dry, you could always use, you know, Fabri-Tac or something like that to help hold it down and until you're ready to sew it. That would work too. Okay, and then I want to sew around this one as well. I didn't ink it, but that's okay. Make sure I know where my bend is. All right. We're just going for it. I'm actually going to be covering most of this part. I don't normally sew on this side. I got myself going the wrong direction. Ah! That messed up right there. I don't know if there's such a thing as left-hand sewing, but if so, I feel like that's what I'm doing. Not the right side of the paper. Okay, we're gonna call that good. I can't imagine what that might look like on the inside. that's fine. That's not bad. All right, let's get the sewing machine out of my way. And then I'm going to straighten up my camera real quick. I had put some tape down so that I would stay within frame, but I'm going to move that now because I don't need the sewing machine again. All right. This is taking longer than I thought it would. Alrighty, let's go ahead and trim this down. Alright, let's see. I'll get those off. So, you know, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. Okay, so that's pretty as it is, I think. But let's see what else we can add to it. I have this, I thought would be pretty to add. Let me see where you guys are so I'm not working totally in the wrong area. Let's see here. I have some things. All my bits and pieces. I actually had this cleaned out at one point, and now it's full again. I am looking for, I don't know, just whatever I might be able to add from it to use a few pieces up. Just a few. Wait, I saw some little, what did I see? I saw some pearlies. There's some pearls. And these little diamondy things. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like that's maybe taking it a little too far, that extra hanging off there. So let's just get that out of the way. I mean, it's barely obvious, but I can see it, so I think that's fine. I'm thinking I can add these kind of like, let's see, what do I want to do here? I don't know, maybe just, I don't know if I want to do this or not. We'll just see, just to add a little bit more something. Come on, Stephanie. Okay, I like that. I don't know if any of this is necessary or wanted. Maybe. I'm going to glue this because I think it's fine. And so let's just glue it. We're going to glue it. Lift things up and add some glue, lift things up and add some glue. So yeah, like I said, the ones that I saw on Pinterest, they were more, I think, meticulously put together, which is beautiful. So, I mean, either way, whatever works for you. I just thought I would try and make mine look like a little messy, but not terrible, but just a little bit messy. I don't know if I want to add anything like this or not. That's pretty. This one's different. It's clear. So I don't know. It's good. Hopefully my hair or head wasn't in there just now. It's definitely will add bulk, you know, to wherever you put it. But this pocket reference journal that I'm keeping is really bulky, but I made the spine huge and there's space for it. So I'm not real worried about it. I mean, there's space right now. Give it a couple more weeks. I don't know. What do you think? Pretty? I think it's pretty. Okay, but then I'm not done. First, let's see real quick if this will fit. I don't think it'll fit. It fits, but barely. It makes it bulge. Okay, I think I'm good with the cover. It might be fun to take and add something along the edge going around, but I don't think I'm going to do that because I would have to do some digging around and I don't want to take up even more of your time. But I am going to trim this down a little bit so that it will fit more easily. I had sewn around it, so I don't have a whole lot of leeway, but there's a little bit. And I had punched it, so now I need to rounded the corners. Okay, that will probably go in more easily now, I hope. So this, I had just taken some mesh looking stuff and covered the cardstock with it and then glued my image on top. And I was thinking it would be cute to give it like a little something, but I don't want to bulk it up any more than I have. So then it would go here, but I have space and I was going to put it just all the way over to the side so I can add something else right here to decorate it up a little bit more. So let me see what I have here. They're hard. I think it's pretty. I mean, it's a bit much, but okay. But why not? Why not? I'm going to try and get it so that the hearts are kind of centered. Okay, we're just going to put glue and we're just going to lay it down and then I'll cut it. I'm going to scoot just a little bit. I don't want it to be in the way of the spine. I don't know if I managed or not. So we'll see when it gets put in. And I'm not quite lined up perfectly either. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to cut that just a little bit more. Okay, so that's how it looks now. It's really pretty, isn't it? And again, you could, you know, add lace to the underside here, just for a little bit more, but I don't think I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead and get it glued in. What a mess. It's a good thing you can't see what's going on around all of this because it is not pretty. Okay, so that's what it'll look like in the journal. And again, you know, if you wanted, you could always do it like that and have it hanging over, but if you did, you know, you'd want to decorate here. Or you could just use a smaller envelope, but we're going to do this. So let's go ahead and get that glued down. It's going to take a second for this to hold, I am quite sure. So it opens like that. I had started out yesterday trying to figure out a different pocket. There's another one that I saw on Pinterest that is so stinking cute, you guys. But I couldn't make it work with the papers that I have and the papers that are, you know, the next pages here in the book. It just wasn't working. So maybe next week it'll be, you know, it'll work for this side. We'll see. Okay, I think we're good. I think it's a really pretty envelope, and I don't mind that it's a sideways situation. And then I just have this pretty chrysanthemum image, and it's Graphics Fairy. All right, so there we go for today's Pocket Wednesday. I hope you guys like it. Of course, you could always add more. You could always, you know, fluff it up. You could add as much, you know, whatever as you feel like adding to it. So I hope you guys like it, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.